Okay, so let's make this even simpler. I'm going to use my hands. This is the owner's side, the buyer, and these are the expert vendors. Should the owner do this to an expert vendor? Yeah, no. Okay, you cannot utilize their expertise. This is not very good. In one organization, so let's say your organization, if this is the boss and these are all the workers, is this a good thing? Nobody wants to work for a boss like this. No one. Now, is this a good thing when all the workers pass information to the boss? How many of you think, yes, good idea? Raise your hand. Come on. Okay. Okay, this may not be the best idea for a very strange reason. When you pass information to the boss, does the boss have to think more or think less? Okay. What happens to a human being when they start thinking more? Their stress level goes up. Sooner or later, any human being, if they're human, will get so stressed that they need to stop the flow of information and make a what? Decision. And then after they make the decision, they have to tell everybody what to do. Is this a good thing? But no one realized, and I mean nobody realized this, because this is such a simple idea, that this would always lead to this. Right? So they do this thinking it's good, then it leads to this. They don't like this. Right? But they like doing this. This is natural laws. I'm going to tell you how I learned this, right, later. But I had to learn this, right? Now, if this is an expert vendor and this is the buyer, is this a good thing when the expert vendor starts passing information to the buyer?
Yes.
The structure actually allows us, what do we call this? When we go out and we don't know enough, so we have all the vendors pass information.
Yeah.
Competitive dialogue.
Competitive dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do this all the time, right? Then when we get this information, we put it in our RFP, then we go back and do this, right? Right? But this is not a good thing because this is very similar to what? This. Right? It makes this side think more or think less? More. Finally make a what? Decision. And then tell everybody what to do. And when they do this, their accountability goes up or down? Down. But nobody ever made it this simple. Why don't they make it simple? Because it's human nature. Human beings don't think ahead. They don't want to think about the future. Their job is to think about when? Now. So if we have two experts on the buyer side and on the vendor side, two experts working together on a project, and on another project, we have two non-experts working together. Which ones, the expert or the non-experts, do more of this? It's the non-experts, and that's a natural law. Which tells us very simply, this is not optimal, this is not optimal, this is not optimal because it leads to this. This is not optimal, and this is not optimal. Have you ever seen automation? Who is doing this when the automation is going? Nobody. Any form of this is very difficult to optimize anything. Does that make sense to you all? Yes. If you've worked with an expert, if you've seen one of these futuristic systems, you'll be amazed. Because you need less people It happens rapidly. The expert tells you everything from beginning to end and makes it simple. And your job now, working for the buyer, the client, is to sit back and relax and just watch it. Just like you would watch an automated system.